back to the GSL Code A. Our next match is going to be FXO3 against Ghost King Prime, the silliest ID ever given to a pro gamer. I prefer to call him Byun.
By the way, there's something that Wolf just mentioned. He actually said that ice cream is unhealthy for you. Guys, I feel like I have to actually tell you a secret. This is a rumor spread by the government. Do you know why?
Why? What?
Ice cream doesn't have calories at all. It is very, very healthy. And the reason why they try to tell you differently is they want it all for themselves.
Is that true?
Yeah, they want to eat all the ice cream. It's a conspiracy. It's actually a conspiracy. Ice cream is healthy and it has no calories. It is true. It's a secret guarded by me and a few others. And they just want to make sure that they have all the ice cream for themselves.
Wow. Well, I'm okay with them having it. I don't want it.
I hate you now. Guys, we have a Terran vs. Terran coming up. 3 against Ghost King. The first map is Metropolis. And let's just head straight into the game. This is the GSL Code A with Carl and Wolf. And here we go. We have at the bottom of the map our FXO player, and after Slayer Seller tried to bribe us with ice cream, we currently had Choya stepping up to the booth and giving us chewing gum.
Yeah, the thing is we can't really chew this right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a problem. I have to talk to Choya later and tell him that if he wants to bribe us, he has to do better next time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, FXO3 obviously an awesome player. He's great. Now, jokes aside, so we have 3 at the bottom in the red. We have a Terran vs. Terran coming up at the right side of the map. There's Ghost King, aka Byun. Wolf is probably refusing to call him Ghost King. There are too many kings out there.
Yeah, there's too many kings, man. There's like almost as many kings as there are in Game of Thrones at this point.
You know that I'm the Pancake King, don't you?
Yeah, I heard about that. Is that your new ID?
I
am Wolf, and with me is Pancake King.
No, that's not gonna happen. But I am the MKP of pancakes.
Is it because of your micro? Or your stunning good looks? Or your build orders? Or just everything?
It's just because they taste so awesome.
I still haven't had these yet. I feel like I'm missing out.
We talked about this already.
Yeah.
And I promise you would be... I apologize. We'll find an occasion, I promise.
We will, man. We will. You and I we have busy schedules, but
we will make it happen.
This needs to happen.
We have a gas first for 3, and look at the placement of the barracks of Byun. This looks like really interesting.
It looks like a Marauder push.
Yeah, Marauder push with 1 proxy barracks, and it has not been scouted, guys.
Nope. In fact, he's making the tech lab right now. This push with a wall off, a very normal opening from tree. Well, a normal placement. It's going to be easier to defend, but because he went gas first, it's going to be a little bit harder to hold this. He's going to have to pull SCVs for sure. And even if you pull SCVs against a Marauder push, because of the way that the concussive shells work, it's very difficult to hold. Now, Ghost King is not actually bringing any SCVs with this, so it's going to be very hard to make this work.
The problem that I have at this point is that he's taking very fast. He doesn't get too many units here, and well, this could potentially do a ton of damage. He has only 1 SCV. Will he be able to establish a bunker? The bunker is way too late for 3. And, well, as long as there's only 1 Marauder, the passive shell is not done.
I think the bunker timing here is pretty good. I think he will hold this. He will lose a few SCVs, but in the end, it's definitely going to be a good trade for Tree, who then will be able to counterattack with potential Banshees shortly afterwards. He needs to keep that Marine alive. And nice pullback on the weakened SCVs. He's actually going to be fine here. He's going to try to use his barracks for high ground vision to pick off the depot, but that's all he's really going to be able to do here. And back at home, he started his own factory. Needs to take up to Vikings as soon as possible.
He really needs the Vikings now. As you mentioned, we will have a Banshee very soon. And it's going to be a little bit delayed because he can't actually swap with a factory at this point. Where is the factory? Oh, he's flying it towards his opponent's main base already, trying to maybe even build a few Hellions inside the base.
Nice micro here by Byun, by the way, picking off an SCV, and potentially could get a second one. He will get the depot eventually, no matter what, unless more SCVs come, but it would cost too much to fix that. And he gets it.
Look, he is supply blocking him. He's supply blocking him for the time being. He actually needs to add the tech lab as well. So it doesn't really matter all that much.
He's even going to get another SCV making a bunker, and the main base he's going to get more of these units. Only these 2 Marauders. You know, I never thought that they would just be this annoying later on, but they just absolutely are.
I did not think that with only 2 Marauders he would be able to annoy his opponent this much. You're perfectly right about it.
If you keep both of them alive, it's just like, oh, damn.
We have the factory now in the main
he's making
base.
Hellions.
We didn't catch this on screen just yet, but he's making Hellions inside his opponent's main, and this could be devastating. Does he has a few units at the wall, doesn't he? No, actually
he's
he
got
doesn't.
nothing.
There's not a single unit.
He couldn't make any units because he's been using his factory only for making for making add-ons, and his barracks is still across the map.
Wolf is actually saving them. He's not attacking with the first Hellion. He's waiting. He knows that he hasn't been scouted just yet. Another supply depot dies. And I really hope that our observer is going to catch the Hellions. And there they are. Yes, there's the factory. And the Hellions are exactly in the middle of the mineral line, taking down SCVs.
There's no answer
stealing
for this.
mining time. He doesn't have any units.
No,
he does not have any units here.
He's pulled all of his SCVs out of his main base. He didn't lose that many, but he's not mining at all. He's sending his SCVs to who knows where.
Oh, this is brutal.
He's sending his Marauders all the way home to deal with these Hellions. By the time he gets there, a 4th Hellion may be out, and he may actually be able to just kill the Marauders. Nice micro, though, by Byun, and... Oh, gotta be careful with those SCVs.
Has to be really careful. And don't forget about the Banshee that we are going to see very soon, but at the same time we also have a Viking out on the map. So with the Viking, he will be able to defend against the Banshee, no problem at all. There he is already attacking the factory, and by now he should know that the Banshee, he needs to move back here.
He moved his Banshee to a different location smartly. The barracks is still floating across the main base of Tree. The factory has been sent back, but there's a second command center up for Byun at this point.
And the interesting part is that Byun was able to kill a lot of harvesters of his opponent, and Tree was slacking off a little bit. He only has 13 SCVs against 20, and the double mule obviously playing a huge role in this game.
And they're both on even tech. I did not expect Tree to lose that many SCVs to Byun's attack, and I expected his Hellions to do more. If he had waited perhaps for even 4 Hellions before going, he definitely would have gotten a lot more out of it. And now Byun is almost in an unlosable position.
Yeah, Tree just missed building SCVs quite often, also because he was supply blocked. All these supply depots that he lost, that really screwed up his entire build. The Banshee about to do some damage here, just trying to harass, but I have to say that Ghosting is looking very good in this game. 10 supply lead, and especially his economy is just in great shape.
Yeah, I can't see him losing this one at this point. I mean, he's got a great economy. He's got better production. He's got even tech with his opponent. The supply, he's ahead about 15 supply. He even has an engineering bay, which he can start to get upgrades if he wants to, since his barracks is now home. He could potentially do that if he wants to. He doesn't have to, though. He can actually just switch into a second factory and go more mech-oriented since he already has these Hellions out. He's got a good Viking count building. And at this point, Tree is going to have to make something work fairly soon. If he just makes a command center, that's never going to work in a million years. And he has an SCV that is natural to spot for this. So Ghosting is like, all right, well, I guess I just have to defend against your all-in, and then I will just win.
And you're right, this is all that he has to do. He knows that there's going to be an all-in, because with 2 command centers, what is Tree going to do? As you mentioned, he can't place down a command center. It is way too late. The economy is already so good for Ghost King. Double Mule, the potential of building 2 SCVs at a time, which is exactly what he does at this point. And this puts him at a harvest count of 32 against 21. So Tree is forced to go for an all-in here.
Yeah, and he's doing it now. He's sending his Marines across the map. He is, I mean, he's lacking siege tanks. He's pulling all of his SCVs now. He's sending a few Hellions. He has been reactoring Hellions out at this point. But his opponent already has a healthy Marauder count. He's got a total of...
Wolf, the thing is, in just a few seconds, he will also have the siege mode. And then he has 2 siege tanks, one probably on the high ground. You can't attack into siege tanks and those bunkers.
Absolutely not. And his opponent, Tree, has Banshees, but he has Vikings to deal with that. I mean, he's got an answer for everything at this point. He even has a bunker up and ready. What can he really pull off here?
And nice positioning for the Hellions as well. And here come the Banshees, and they are picked off by the Vikings immediately. The siege tank in the same position, and this is it, dropping down to 30 supply. Tree GG's out of the game. Ghost King Prime, aka Byun, takes map number 1.
Definitely picking away at that wall was the most crucial thing. He killed several SCVs, and the depots forced SCVs off the line while he's repairing those depots.
I was amazed at how much damage he did with 2 Marauders.
I was absolutely amazed as well. I thought he would have lost them, overextended, done something else wrong, but he knew how to use this build. In this build, I saw probably 20 to 30 games of practice, at least.
The problem is, if you are facing these Marauders with Concussive Shell, it's very hard to push out with Marines because you can't just micro and pick them off. So you have to be very, very careful. And the placement that Tree used for his wall and just enabled Ghost King to get all these supply depots. Suddenly, his opponent was supply block, couldn't build SCVs anymore, and just set it up over time. He was so far behind after the attack happened. I like the idea with the factory though, just flying it over to the main base, and the two Hellions could have done a lot more damage if Ghost King wouldn't have reacted this fast. So very nice thinking and decision making by Tree here, but in the end he screwed up a little bit and Ghost King just took advantage of a very nice opening.
Yeah, absolutely so. Our second map is Dual Site. We're about to find out if Byun can take out Tree and 2-0 the series, or if Tree will tie it up 1-1 here at the GSL Code with Calder and Wolf.